Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is attacking the resistance against. Day starts quite positive, slightly positively. Just starting here on the daily chart, just briefly to show that so far from that 1st of May low, we can only see 3 waves up. Okay, so I'd like to see a clearer 5-wave move, and what Bitcoin needs to do to more clearly confirm that we've actually bottomed here on the 1st of May. And if you watch the previous videos, you'll know that I'm already treating it like that. Okay, we're tracking support levels on the micro level, on the micro time frame, on the smallest time frames, and these have all been holding. Okay, so also the last one I communicated yesterday has been holding, and Bitcoin is on a good way, respecting the relevant fib levels and support levels. And yeah, at some point, surely it will break, but as long as it's holding, we can focus on further upside. Bear in mind that even if on the 1-hour time frame, 30-minute time frame, a support area breaks, it would not necessarily, probably not, challenge the bigger picture. Okay, absolutely not. So there is much more work to do to then also change the assumption, for example, on a relevant time frame. Yeah, I mean the 1-hour chart and everything is fine. It's okay. It's good for scalpers or someone who's trading really short term, very short term swing trades or something. But for anybody who's interested in really the bigger picture, the overall trend and everything, well, don't worry about the break of one micro support area. But saying that, they're all holding at the moment. So this is the context. The bulls need to break or get the price to break above the red line next, around 71,850. And then we can look forward to the price reach like 86K. But first of all, around 75, 76, there is a let's say a target beforehand, because we probably will not get to that 85K level like straight away. We might see other pullbacks before that happens. The 76K level, 76.5K, is the 1.618 extension of the initial 1-2 setup. So that's going to be one of the ideal targets for the 5th wave. But let's go to the shorter time frame. I mean, again, just quick reminder that the price could still dip into this support area. No problem, absolutely possible, before moving out again. This is the main support area, hasn't changed at all. Looking at the smaller time frame, the price has not yet been able to break above initial resistance. This is the 1-hour chart. Here I'm treating it as if the wave 4 already bottomed. So we're tracking the relevant support levels, see where it takes us. I'm adjusting the relevant targets and everything as we go along. And we just need to be mindful that if the upper support area breaks, to which the price already reacted twice, we could hit the lower support area, lower micro support, between 64,370 and 67,167 in the blue count, which would be an alternative perspective. The price actually already reacted, I think, 3 times to it. So you can see that actually, so here, yeah, 1, 2, 3 times, maybe even 4 times here, if you want to count that small reaction there. So that's been quite reliable. And yeah, it's possible that if we break below upper micro support, that we will test this area. Only a break below the lower support area will take us back, most likely in the white count, into the main support area. Here, what's the benefit of the wave counts? It's not to tell us what's going to happen, but it's going to tell us what the targets are if support levels break, for example. Yeah, without the white count, I wouldn't know where the white C wave is likely going to take us if the micro support area is breaking. But we are far away from that. We haven't even broken the upper support, the upper micro support. So I'm still looking at higher. I'm still considering that we might be here in the direct breakout to the upside. And I continue to do that until something breaks. Okay, so it's all about understanding what the market is telling us, not trying to fight the trend and so on. Currently, and I'll widen that support area a little bit. Currently, the market has not yet been able to break above resistance. I provided you in the last update with a micro resistance area, and I do that so that you know what the levels are where the price might get rejected. And you can see that the price got rejected at the 78.6 retracement. There was no sustained break above that level. And I mentioned to you, there are two things that I need to... First of all, the market did, again, also here so far, what the pattern suggested. We saw yesterday this AB pattern, and I highlighted to you, it looks like we're doing the C wave. We're going to come down in the C wave. And it did that and hit the 50% fib level. Now, if this is an ABC structure, well, it would have to be a WXY, most likely. But the problem is WXY structures require more evidence. So it seems likely, and it's possible that this is a large WXY, right? So W, X, Y, and then A, B, C. I just want to make sure it's clear that this rally is only a 3-wave move and we haven't broken above resistance. So I'll leave it labeled as it is. I'm not going to confirm a breakout here because, as I said yesterday, I need to see a 5-wave move above resistance. Being patient and waiting for that before confirming anything has helped this community a lot, has protected a lot of people from getting caught in traps. Because if you know what the resistance levels are, then it can protect you, you know. Here, for example, this at the moment looks like a 3-wave rally only. It looks like a crystal clear ABC. So I mentioned in my last update yesterday that I'll leave it open for lower still. I'm not going to confirm, for example, that a low is in place because we haven't reacted. I mentioned it yesterday. It was not really, it didn't convince me yet, and it still doesn't convince me. I need that 5-wave move above resistance. Don't have any of that yet. But it could be that this is a WXY structure and it just needs one more low, let's say here in this wave Y of B of 2. Also, what we could add is maybe a trend line here. These are, of course, not so reliable. Just an idea, yeah? So that's what I'm watching at the moment on the Bitcoin chart, which means higher against 69,247. But the rally from yesterday is low, even though a nice reaction to my support zone. It's only in corrective structures. Therefore, no evidence that we have already bottomed. So we might test the upper support area again around 70,140 or 69,772. But very much still looking for higher, as long as we're holding 69,247. Of course, you know, that it is a 3-wave pullback into support, so the correction might be over, but then I need to see, ideally before breaking below 70,667, a reaction to the upside and a break above the trend line, break above resistance, break above the X-wave high, and so on, for the price then to rally into this upper target area that starts at 73K. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.